for the thick of it all. If they don't give me room, well then I'll give them a wall. I'm gonna smoke my tires when the victory calls. I'm gonna be there, be there. I wanna see my face up on the jumbo screen. Feel the white hot metal of a winning machine. Because you win or you lose and there's no in between. I wanna be there, be there, be there.
NASCAR on speed. Be there.
This is Talladega. We're here in Talladega, Alabama at the 2.66 mile superspeedway for the M&M's 300, our 7th of 10 chase races in the Pennzoil Truck Series season number 5. Trey Rainey in the 18 has the pole in the M&M sponsored truck for today's event. Two's outside is the 88 of Danny Bright. Then in third is Blake Petrus. Fourth is Danny Lloyd. And rounding out the top 5 is Ricky Miller. Then sixth is Lawrence Poundpond. Seventh place is last race winner Anthony Hernandez. Eighth place is points leader Ray Sir. And ninth we have Oliver Galloway and Francis Dustin rounding out the top 10. The rest of the field, there's Max Rossi. Two's outside is Jake Galloway. Then we have Code Luigi with Mike Burrow, along with Tim Randolph and Cynthia Bright. Then there's Stephen Taylor and Anton Charlebois. Jack Canaramo with Daniel Price. Then Derek Bouchard with Michael Sanders. Luke Rainey and Roland Cook. Then we have Keith Stevens and Reese Bennett, along with Marcus Sachi and Mathis Wells. Then there's Matt Hamill and Marshall Burrow. Landon Lyons with Riley Spurleytube. Then Lord Delano and Jonathan Buford. And in the final row, Eli Tomlin in the 3. And two's outside the 21 of Kashawn Richardson. So there is our 36 truck field for the M&M's 300 here at Talladega. Let's get rolling. Let's go down track side for the starting command.
Drivers, start your engines!
And the field firing their engines up as we get ready to go. Pack racing at the Talladega Superspeedway. And our 36 trucks roll off the starting grid. Trey Rainey going to lead us to the green flag in the M&M's 300 with the M&M Toyota. Coming into this race, the points battle, not that tight. Ray Sir in the 30 has a 3-point margin over Keith Stevens. Sir starts inside the top 10 8th. Keith Stevens a little bit further back, but the 25 is on the inside. And then Code Luigi, a great race last race out, is now only 8 points behind Ray Sir, so he's within a race. The rest of the drivers on back are above a race back. Then you have Anthony Hernandez and Ricky Miller tied for 4th in points, 12 points back of the points lead. Everyone else, a full race back or more, so it'll be interesting to see if anyone can close in. Ray Sir's won here at Talladega in the past. He won a few seasons ago in a full finish over Michael Ferris. So how will it play out here today? Levi Jones won last season in a full finish as well. How's it going to play out? 17 laps at the Talladega Superspeedway. The M&M's 300 to the restart zone. We are green here at Talladega. Great acceleration of the 88 Danny Bright from the second position. He leads lap 1. Remember, he started on the outside lane. He got a great jump there on the start to get clear. And now they're side by side behind. Blake Petrus with 19 to the bottom lane. He'll grab the second position with Max Rossi chaser for 3rd. And they're already 4 wide for the back of the pack. That's not what these drivers want to see. Oh, around goes the truck already. Richardson, the 21 is one of them. Truck's head towards the inside. The 84, the 29 go around. The 23. Caution is out. Lap number 2 for our first time. Race it back down this field. They have to be careful here. Race it back. They don't want to wreck them coming back to the caution flag. Front 2 pull away as they come off turn 4. Danny Bright going to lead Blake Petrus back to the caution flag, it looks like, into the tri-oval. Anton Charlebois wants to get to second. Petrus blocks it off down low. Front 4 will be single file. Will be Danny Bright, Blake Petrus, Anton Charlebois, Roland Cook onto the front 4 at the start finish line. Yellow flag for the first time, lap 2. And we saw a crash towards the back half of the field. Collected a few trucks. Luke Raines, one of the notables to go around. Looks like Daniel Price. There's Mathis Wells in the 2. The 84, Francis Dustin, the 21, some pretty heavy damage there. Kashan Richardson went for a slide. Derek Bouchard may have been involved. But a good amount of trucks did get damaged in this. The yellow flag comes out. Danny Bright is our race leader. And let's see the reason for caution number 1. Kashan Richardson won the first go-around in the 21 truck. It can get really close here at times at Talladega, especially in these trucks with the big spoilers on the back, big bulky trucks. The draft is definitely a factor, and you get a great suck up to the truck in front. We've seen that happening time and time again. Some trucks make moves when they shouldn't. Right there, they get together 5 wide. The 21, the 14, the 29, A4 all pinched together around those guys. Go Luke Rain to the outside while Michael Sanders damaged. Landon Lyons drives through it. Derek Bouchard slams on the brakes on the 15, trying to stop it. The 23, the 7, trying to get by. But the yellow flag in the air. And a good amount of trucks with damage here after this one. How about Racer? He's just ahead of it. The 30 truck barely misses this one, just ahead of it. Sanders, the 77. Bouchard slams on the brakes to miss it. Daniel Price, the 23. Looks like he may have gotten through. Luke Rain, though, definitely got the worst for the 29. It's been wreck or bust, or it's been a wreck or win for him so far in this chase. So let's go on board Derek Bouchard, one of our chasers, see how he missed this one. Great job there by Derek Bouchard. No panic. Got out of the gas and made it through unscathed. So Danny Bright has led from the second starting position out front under the yellow flag. The 88 truck. He leads back to the green flag. Can he get another great restart? Get ahead of the field. The field entering the tri-oval. Green flag with 11 to go here at Talladega. Matt Hamill out because of a header. Mathis was a lap down the 2. 34 trucks on the racetrack, or on the lead lap. 35 on the racetrack. Luke Ray, the last of them on the lead lap. But it's Danny Bright, the 88, out front for the restart. Blake Peters second, Anton Charbois at Chaser third, Roland Cook fourth, and Jonathan Buford inside the top 5. Keith Stevens second in points and 6th. As Racer, it's further back in the pack, back racing at Talladega. Look at Danny Bright, Blake Peters, 19, trying to get to the outside of the 88. They got a great restart, protected to the outside, not the inside. That's going to hurt him. He's going to fall back. He's in the middle, 3 wide. Roland Cook, the 47, got a good jump on the restart. He moved to the inside lane. He'll grab the second position as they come down the back stretch. Trying to get in line with the 88 Danny Bright. Keith Stevens with the huge run down the back stretch for the second position. Second in points, trying to get up further forward. Trying to get to the inside of the 47 for a second. Gets down there with the push from the 3, Eli Tomlin. Now they come off turn 4. Side by side for a second. Danny Bright is loving it. He's dominated. He's led every lap so far. He's going to come around and make it 7 laps less. They're 4 wide for a second. To the bottom lane goes Lord Allow on the 81. Through the middle comes the other with Jonathan B for a big run there. 4 wide, multiple rows deep. Delano trying to get clear in the 81 with Anthony Hernandez. Last race winner behind. Hernandez looking for 2 in a row in the Pennzoil Truck Series. It would be his first 2 wins in the Truck Series as well. Now they're going to run to the 88 of Danny Bright. Here comes Delano. Hangs the left down the backstretch, trying to get there. But the help to the outside lane. Danny Bright pushed back by. Now the 50 going to go down with the 81. But it's too little, too late. They race off to turn 3. 88 stays clear. 4 wide back there. Racer now put in the middle of the 4 wide. Now can Delano get the push on the 50 and get back to the inside of the 88 again. Here they come off turn 4. Delano once again hangs to the left. The 88 this time not really much help. 3 wide comes Riley Spurgeon on the 60. They go side by side for the top position at the start-finish line. Danny Bright will lead the start-finish. Under 10 to go. Riley Spurgeon takes the 3 wide. The 60 got a big push from behind. That's the draft we talked about. They're side by side in front. The 60 got the draft off of the trucks in front. And Riley Spurgeon powers into the lead with Danny Lloyd to second to 17. 3 by 3 in the pack down the back stretch. Riley Spurgeon clears to lead. Danny Lloyd clears to get to second. Now the 17 looks low on the 60. Lawrence Poundpond coming to 39. John Beeford behind him. Racer stuck in the middle with Keith Stevens. Front 2 and point are stuck in the middle lane. They're not really making any progress. They're not going backwards. They're not really going forwards. Now Poundpond trying to get beneath the 17 up to the side draft. Now comes back down to that WL line to block the advantage of the 44 Stephen Taylor. Down the front stretch, start finish line. Side by side, Poundpond and Lloyd. Taylor, the 44 look to make the move. Gets shoved to the middle. It's landlines in the 4 to the bottom lane. And they're 4 wide further back. The 18 Trey Rainey with Cole Luigi as well. Now the front 2 move up down the back stretch. Allows the 14 to the bottom lane, Marcus Sachi. Sachi gonna grab second away. Has the push on the 23, Daniel Price. Can the 23 make it 4 wide? Staying in line with the 14, giving the push up to the 39 Poundpond. 7 to go this time behind the M&M 300. Look at the 14 right to the back of the 39. Pound, a great push there. But he's going to slide up and going to give that bomb lane to the 23, Daniel Price. 7 to go this time by. 3 wide for second. Comes Oliver Gow into 0-0 with the push from the 5 of Reese Bennett to the start-finish line. 4 wide. The 4 goes to the wall. Now 4 wide for second. Reese Bennett comes to the bomb lane. 4 wide everywhere in this pack now. They're starting to scramble it up a little bit. And if you're a chaser, you want to get out of this badly. You don't want to be anywhere near this pack. Look at them banging doors down the backstretch. Truck's trying to get down low, trying to get out of the way in case a crash happens. Lawrence Pound on the spot. He needs to be clear in the race lead. Reese Bennett to the inside comes to 15. Kashawn Richards tried to take a 3 wide, couldn't make that work. But look at this 4 wide. One driver makes a mistake and the whole field goes with them. They come off turn 4. Derek Bouchard may have gotten clipped right there by the 21, but gets down to the bottom lane. Bouchard in the 50 for the lead. And how about left track Mathis Wells? Wanting to get up here in case a yellow comes up there. 4 right behind the pack. A yellow could definitely come out. Wells could get back on the lead lap. Look at Trey running forced to the outside by Cole Luigi. 6 to go. Now if the yellow comes out, we would have a few laps to go restart. Mathis Wells will be down the lead lap and gain some positions. So he wants to get up front of the race leader. Cole Luigi going to slide up to the middle lane down the backstretch. Jared Bouchard going to hold the lead in the 15. Vantage drop by the 51 trying to stop that. Here comes that 51. 3 wide to get to second. And they're 4 wide further back in the pack. If you're at the front now, you definitely want to get on the outside. Try to shuffle your way back as fast as you can. And to Charbaugh, hangs to the left down to the bomb lane. Derek Bouchard. Eli Tomlin puts in the middle by the 41 of Tim Randolph. They come into the tri-oval. Side by side the start finish line. 2 chasers to the start finish. And to Charbaugh leads. A push from Tim Randolph. And it's Hernandez. Hernandez takes to the bomb lane through 1. 5 to go. Yellow flag would end it here at Talladega. They're stacked up 4 right. Look at that middle lane. Checking up. Down the backstretch they race. Hernandez tucked in behind the 51 of Charbois. Looking high down the backstretch. Riley Sprague 2 comes to the bomb. Contact. Around goes Cole Luigi. Derek Bouchard going to the 15. Keep Stevens around again. Yellow flag in the air. Can Danny Bright get to Andrew Charbois and get by to win this race? Bright dominated early on. Charbois trying to lead them back in the 51. To the tri-oval and to the start-finish line. It's going to be Anton Charbois. Invisible Chase going to turn around and win at Talladega for the 51. Charbois wins the M&M's 300 here at the Talladega Superspeedway over Danny Bright. Craziness with 4 to go. They made contact, came together, and they went around. Some trucks saved it. Some were not as fortunate. Derek Bouchard in the 15 wanted them to go around. Look at the damage. There's Keith Stevens second in points all torn up. Marcus Sachi. Blake Petrus hard contact made. Yellow flag. It's over here at Talladega. And our race leader is going to be Anton Charbois in the 51. Has now 3 races left after today. I don't think he'll have a shot at the championship, but definitely a great momentum booster for these final 3 races of the season. So let's see what happened. One of the trucks that came together is Derek Bouchard. Cole Luigi in the 31 also involved. I believe the 31 saved at the 15. Was not so fortunate as he was sideways on the backstretch. Looking from a head-on down the backstretch view, you can see the 50 is up top. Watch the 31 of Cole Luigi, the 3 at a time. You can see them rubbing against each other as if the 31 doesn't have enough room down low. The 3 doesn't have enough room up top. They make some contact right there, get hooked together into the 50 Bouchard. They all save it. Then the 15 finally gets spun around. Look at Luigi drive away with it. Trucks take to the apron, including Ray Sir to get by. Keith Stevens in the 4 made contact. Stevens in the 25 up towards the wall. He'll get hit by Danny Lloyd. Lloyd into the 21 to the 5. The 15 bounced around with the 14. As here comes some more trucks into the 25 spinning around. That's where Petrus got his damage from the 19. Lloyd spinning on the banking, trying to get out of the way. The 25, the 14, the 17. Trucks all coming down off the banking. Yellow flag in the air will end the race under the caution flag. It's going to be Anton Charbois going to victory lane here at the Talladega Superspeedway. But there's the contact that was made. And second in points, Keith Stevens. A horrible points day for that 25 team and will lose a ton to Ray Sir. And Sir's now opened up the points gap because Cole Luigi finished behind Sir and Luigi was third. Might take over a second, but my gosh. Big crash there, yellow flag out, it's over. Anton Charbois beats the 3-wide pack behind to lead them back to the caution flag, and Charbois going to win at Talladega. Will come back at the checkered flag for the 51. Checkered flag is in the air. 17 laps in the books, and into Charles Ball, the 51, going to win under the yellow flag. Got the lucky timing of that caution. Checkered flag in the air. Chaser into Charles Ball to victory lane at the Talladega Superspeedway over Danny Bright. Into Charles Ball wins the chase race at Talladega. Well, let's go see the finishing results and how the chase was affected because of this wild race with that big crash at the end. Here are the finish results from the NR2003 at the Talladega Superspeedway. 2 caution flags for 8 laps and 4 lead changes. 5 different drivers lead laps in this race. Into Charles Ball led 6 laps there at the end to get to victory lane. Danny Bright, most laps led for him, 8 laps led, but so close, ends up second. Mike Burrow third, Laura Delano fourth, and Cynthia Bright fifth. Jack Cameron 6th. Racer extends that point to with the 7th place finish. Tim Renoff 8th, Anthony Hernandez 9th, and Roland Cook inside the top 10. As you look at the top 20, Coluigi, decent day for him in 12th. He was involved in that final crash but kept it straight. Max Rossi 14th. And look down, Trey Berry from the pole 20th. But looking inside the top 10, you had Anton Charles Bois, chaser. Danny Bright, chaser. Ray Sur, chaser. Tim Renoff and Anthony Hernandez. 5 of the front 10 were chasers. 6 of the top 12. 7 of the top 14 were chasers. So, I mean, the chasers, if you were one of those 7, you had a good day, a good points day, but it wasn't as great because Ray Sur finished inside the top 7. You think Ray Sur 7th, okay, and then Luigi 12th. Luigi would only lose a minimum of about 1 or 2 points, but because the 13, the 47 finished, or the 13, the 41 finished right behind the 30, Luigi actually loses 3 points. Is now a good ways behind the points lead. As you look down at the rest, 28 trucks on the lead lap at the end and 30 running. Lawrence Palpon, Ricky Miller, Keith Stevens, Blake Petrus, Marcus Sacchi out from that crash there on the final few laps. And at the right side, we see the point standings. Right now, Racer's unstoppable 11-point gap over second place in points, who is now Luigi. So Luigi is a full race behind. The only thing he can do next race at Texas World is tie the 30 of Racer in points. Racer cannot lose the points lead next race out. Keith Stevens is still 30. He's only 1 point behind Luigi, 12 points behind the points lead. And then you go down, you look at Anthony Hernandez and Tim Renoff. They're right now tied for 4th with 51 points. They are 14 points behind. Really, right now, if you're not one of those 5 drivers, the 31, the 13, the 30, the 25, or the 41, your chances are pretty slim at winning this championship. 3 races left. I mean, you'd have to gain a ton. Racer would have to completely fall apart these final 3 races if someone below those drivers wants to have a shot at the championship. Because you go down 51 points, the next highest is 45 points, I believe, and that is by Ricky Miller. So, I mean, it's not like they're close at all. Ricky Miller is 6 points behind the 13, the 41, who are 14 points behind our points there. That's a total of 20 points behind. I mean, that is a significant margin. It's easy to gain points. It's also very easy to lose points in this system. So, if Racer, if he can continue just getting some solid finishes and Luigi can't capitalize, this could be Racer's championship to try and cruise to, but we still have 3 crazy events left to crown a Pennzoil Truck Series champion. We went to the Superspeedway in Talladega. We're going to go to the Superspeedway in Texas. We head to College Station, Texas for the Texas World Superspeedway, the Nationwide 250. I will see you guys then.